Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up that Urban X where they be flexing with the blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. Thank you guys for joining. I'm Malcolm. This is the Black Dot, here with you live and direct in the building.
Number one father and son podcast in the universe,
Yes.
multiverse,
Everything.
omniverse.
What's good? Oh, I thought you had more. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie. I was expecting more.
I was looking for more. You a verse, I'm a verse,
Yeah, I was looking for more.
Verse, shit-a-verse.
Yeah.
I'm the worst. You know, I was ready to go into my spiel, and then I said, I can't walk and chew gum at the same time anymore, so I was trying to multitask.
Got you.
And now my brain has to do one thing at a time. See, that's what getting old is.
Yeah, I see.
It's a sad thing, but
it looks scary.
it's some scary stuff. You you become, just nagging and old.
Just
and
looking for stuff to fuss about. I'll
looking
be
for
watching
stuff
you.
to fuss about.
I'll be watching you.
Yeah, it's a number of things, man. And I used to look at old people like, this nigga old, man. Damn, shut up, old man. And I think I'm becoming that person. I want to open up with an apology to you.
Oh.
You said you knocked down Tina Turner.
Oh, yeah. I didn't say that.
You said it was Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
So, people in the chat confirmed that it was Angela Bassett. It was not Tina Turner.
Thank you. I appreciate
that.
that.
Because that was the case, I'm not a big above apology.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So I do apologize.
I do appreciate
for
that.
saying that you would knock down Tina when in fact you would knock down Angela.
See, he don't know who the real Tina Turner is. See, he confused.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for joining us. Hope you all had an amazing weekend, holiday weekend. That's why we didn't come on yesterday.
Yeah.
We just figured that everybody would be
at the cookout,
doing something, chilling, enjoying that extra weekend day. Because people, when I said it was canceled, the show was canceled to today. People say, I thought it was Sunday. I'm like, see, you wasn't even ready.
Yeah. Because everybody's week was extended.
Yeah.
Due to hey Aris, how are you?
Somebody said, I swear I heard Malcolm say it. All of y'all. Y'all be buying into, y'all all getting old. That's the thing. Y'all all buying into this stuff.
Yeah. Somebody said, nah, Dot, you was wrong. It was Angela Bassett. So I apologize. That's a nice shirt.
Thank you.
Thank Virgo you. Joint, huh?
Virgo, man.
Can they see that the letters on that say Virgo are raised letters?
They can't tell from the shirt.
Like those are puffy letters.
No, they can't tell. This is a nice shirt, though.
Wow, that is super dope.
Even though this is not Virgo season, what is this?
This is Gemini season. So we do have...
we have Gemini shirts.
Yeah. Do we run a sale just on the Gemini shirts?
No.
It's Gemini season?
No, that's too much back-end work. That's too much. Nah.
Is it too much back-end work to go, this one is going to be 10% less?
Just
because it's
Gemini?
their season. And then when Cancer season come, this is a marketing meeting in real time, guys. And then when Cancer season, because the extra incentive, and it's your month, Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them. I've been in the club doing that. Shine a light on them. And stuff like that. So, okay, it's your 29th birthday. All right.
Who's 29th birthday?
Her husband's 29th birthday. Okay, you guys are young. Okay, nice. Young love.
Happy B-Day.
Happy B-Day to your husband. I hope he's enjoying his birthday.
Yes. Oh, June is here, man. I don't know. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, June is here. This month flew by.
No, but it didn't at the same time. Like, this month, like,
dragged a little bit.
But, like, it's just, overall, time feels like it's just flying. At, the start of next month, I'm going to have a 3-year-old.
Yeah, so, and with that being said, like, I'm trying to have a parent meeting with you. Odyssey just graduated. Do I give her the month of June off before I need the rent? Or how does that work? Like a little bit of time to kind of gather herself?
Give it a summer.
The summer?
Yeah, you got to give it a summer.
The whole summer before I got to...
Yeah.
The whole summer.
I said give it a summer.
June, July, August.
That's it.
Whole summer. She could just wild out.
Yeah, I mean, you want to enjoy... Just graduate.
Life didn't work like that for me. You. This is real life now. All that college stuff is gone.
Listen.
All right.
I say the summer.
I'm gonna take your advice.
I say the summer.
And give it a summer, and then it's on and popping. Like, welcome to real life.
Somebody said my baby graduates from daycare to kindergarten.
That's what I'm talking about.
Man. Listen, that's urban excellence right there. You know what I'm saying?
Urban excellence, man.
Urban excellence right there.
Send us a picture. Put them up. You know what I mean? Because he got a lot on his mind, or she got a lot on their mind. This is a big move. You know what I mean? Nah. We don't play that.
Somebody said you got to give her listen, man. College was rough. Somebody decompress.
Okay.
There's events happening. She could be out there with her friends and stuff like that before life, because life will kick her in the ass.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Okay.
So
See, I didn't go to college. I got a GED and like. I had my own apartment at 16, so life was like, look, we don't care about none of that.
Yeah.
This is so.
But you worked hard to give your children a better life.
Now, see, you about to make me like tear up in my right eye, man. In my right eye. Okay, so we will. Happy 49th birthday to my guy Lamont Big L Coleman. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Okay.
So let's do a quick roll call.
Yeah.
And then we just go and get the show started. I see a VA in the building, Cali in the house, Michigan in the house.
Okay, Michigan in the building. All
West Virginia was good. I saw Texas, Memphis, Tennessee in the house.
Memphis
was good.
In the building. What's good? Detroit is in the building.
What's good, everybody? Chicago.
Okay, Chicago's
Louisville.
in the building. Louis in the building. West Palm Beach, Florida. I guess y'all up high right now in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Miami Heat put that work in.
Yeah, proved me wrong, man. Because I was like,
I said, this is a wrap. But I will say this. Boston has to get it together, bro. That is the most high school offense I've ever seen run, bro. Yeah. They just all stand on the perimeter. They could not beat a zone defense and just hawking up shots.
Yeah.
Hawking up shots.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad at halftime.
It was bad. The game before that was bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, but Miami kept their poise and they ran their offense and they wanted it more. Mm-hmm. And so as a result, do you know the only player they drafted last year in Miami was a player called Nikola Jokic. Jovic,
yes.
Which is going to wind up being weird.
That is odd because, who are they playing next week?
Yes.
Somebody said what Jokic is about to do next series is going to feel like racism.
Oh, yeah. He's going to beat down on Adebayo. It's going to be ugly. It's just going to be like, reverse. And to remember, is Morris still on that team? Because remember, he's the one who knocked Morris out of the game.
Oh,
one of the Morris brothers.
Yeah.
And then when he had the game in Miami, them big Russian dudes, they showed up. They said, we'll beat it.
Oh, yeah.
And remember, they were all waiting outside the locker room for Jokic to come out. So it's on. It's on now. This could break into a fight.
Thank you.
Darius, your husband said we hating on Miami. Nah, Miami, they got a real good chance. And I like Miami's organization from top to bottom. They've always been a class organization. Riley has been to 19 finals.
As a player,
coach,
executive,
GM.
Yeah.
19.
That's sick.
If anybody knows about winning, he does. Spoelstra, this is going to be his 6th trip to the finals. He went to 4 with LeBron.
Yeah, wow.
Then they went to the one in the bubble.
In the bubble, yeah.
And now, that ties him for 4th all time for as many trips to the finals. So no,
he's come a long way.
He's coming
from LeBron trying to get him fired. Yeah,
from LeBron bumping him, trying to get him fired. Yeah,
no,
and he was on the staff when they won the first one. He was on the staff though, but not as a coach.
With D-Wade. Gotcha.
He was the film guy. He was the one who was editing, chopping up films.
Stuff. Yo, side note, we did another exclusive episode.
Oh yes.
We have one in the can right now. You can go check it out. And we just did another one today. It was great. It was like an hour long. It was great. So that'll be up for you guys.
And that one, I'm just giving you a little tidbit. When Scottie Pippen said Michael Jordan was a horrible player before he got there, I doubled down on that.
But okay, here's the thing. I want to preface this by saying it wasn't complete. It's if you think about it, just about sports, you're gonna miss it.
Yeah, now this is deeper than sports.
It's deeper than sports. It was about corporation. It was about conspiracy. It was about propaganda. It was about it all.
It's a lot. So if you're a sports fan, but I do recommend if you under 50 years old, don't even at me because you didn't see Michael Jordan play. You know what I'm saying? If you're under 50 years old. I'm talking about the entire, from his college days into the NBA when he was 30 and 52 and still made the playoffs when the league was bad. Like these dudes were straight off the street in the league and before it got better. So we kind of covered a lot with that one.
It was like an hour long.
Yes, hour and 15 minutes long. So it's a long one. You're going to appreciate that one. So if
please watch it to the end. Like it's a moment that I truly love.
That you're gonna be waiting for. Yeah, Hope I give you, and I give it to you.
I loved it
because it is what it is.
I loved it. All right, so let's get to it.
Doc, you be tripping. All right, I be tripping. I hope that's why you tune in, because I trip,
So, what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about Travis Rudoplh first?
Yeah, let's go into that.
Okay, so Travis Rudoplh, he's an ex-NFL football player. He's wide receiver, I believe, from Florida. It's all ACC. He was a pretty good player. He went undrafted to the Giants, I believe. So right now he is in a court case right now for first-degree murder.
Manslaughter or murder?
Murder.
Okay.
I think it might be manslaughter. Don't quote me. Well, I'm gonna get it for you. But the court case is really interesting because now there is surveillance of what actually happened. And in 2021, he was involved in a shootout which killed somebody and injured 2 others.
Yes.
So now, as this is after the result of an altercation that happened with his ex-girlfriend. She texted her brothers to come, quote, shoot his shit up. 4 people came to his door. Apparently, had an altercation with him and his brother. He said that he saw they had guns. He ran inside and got his joint and just started letting it fly. He let off 39 rounds.
Yeah, he let it fly.
From an AR-15. Like I said, killed 1 person, injured 2 others. So the trial is going on right now. They're trying to decide if it was self-defense because initially when this happened, his lawyer tried to claim the grounds of standing ground because it was in Florida.
Yes.
He didn't get that. He was out. He was released on $160,000 cash bail, and now he is fighting this case. The ex-girlfriend, her name was Dominique. She took the stand, and she said, it was poor choice of words. When you're angry, you say certain things. But the prosecutor was like, you said these words.
Right.
And they showed up to his house.
To make that happen. Did they have any children together?
I'm not sure they had children.
Okay. Because that gets a little complicated.
It does get sticky.
These are your brothers and that's family, and then you have a kid by this player, and now the thing gets complicated. But continue.
No, so that's really it. I've heard so many different variations of a story like this, and I always say the same thing. Like, it's dangerous. Like, women put their family members in positions to get killed.
Yes.
Because of something, and like you didn't hear the whole story, because the entire story, if you watch the video, she actually initiated the fight first.
Right. She attacked him, but that don't count because he's a guy.
Right. Yeah.
Let's just keep it a bean, and she could beat him in the head with a brick, and he's a guy, so he's not supposed to do nothing about that.
Right.
And so what we have here,
this is first degree murder. Yes.
Okay,
first degree. No, this is. Yeah, 1 count of first-degree murder and 3 accounts of attempted first-degree murder.
Okay. So
they're trying to put him away.
They're trying to put him away for life.
Trying to put him away for life.
I never get involved with anything domestic, and let me tell you why. Because you get involved with the domestic situation, and then these people get back together which is normal in relationship, and now dudes sit back on the couch or whatever the case may be, looking you up and down, and now your relationship with him gets funky. So, unless there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Yes.
And a lot of these women are moving off what? Emotion, right? And so, from an emotional standpoint, she knew she had brothers. And this dude was getting on her nerve, or whatever the case may be. I don't know all the details. And she called her brothers. And what is her brothers supposed to do?
Right.
That's their little sister. That's like Odyssey calling you like, yo, I got a problem here.
Right.
And so by the time you even get there, you're steaming, your adrenaline is flowing. You might not even like this nigga anyway. You know what I'm saying? And this is the perfect opportunity you've been waiting for.
Right.
You looking at the numbers, there's 4 of us. Hold me down. You know what I'm saying? And let me go. And then when you see this thing escalating, let that thing go so we can. So that's the plan, but it's not a well executed plan because I've been in a situation where you tell your man lay back. You know what I mean? Until you see where this thing is going. As a result of this, your ride there is angry. This is your sister. You get there, his brother pop out, and then it's on and popping. You know what I mean? On site, and then he see the weapons. It is in his right to go. Oh, this is escalated here.
Yeah.
And go get. He went and got the chopper, right, or something.
AR.
He went and got the AR, and started letting that thing go. Now, that's the overall story. Now, was the car driving away? What was going on? You know what I'm saying? When we start looking at the details as a defense team, the ones who are trying to prosecute the case, it is my job to paint a picture, even if the picture's not there, that this could have been avoided because the brothers were already in their car driving off, and he let through the window, or, whatever the case may be. So, I think it's interesting, but all over the emotions of a woman.
Yes. Yeah. Listen, I've heard so many different variations of this story. Somehow, you get what I'm saying? Like a woman does something crazy, she gets into an argument with a man on the street, gets her man.
I've seen that happen 1,000 times.
Gets her man and he get killed for something like.
Yes.
We talked about that recently because of that thing in Harlem where the guy went into the store because his girl was getting into an argument and they wound up stabbing him up.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Like, what do you tell if all of your brothers would have got killed, and then what are you looking at your family and telling them? I sent them in there.
And then over probably something that wasn't even important. And this is why we have to be able to resolve these issues, because the way it looked like she was the aggressive one, but why was she aggressive? Because she caught him cheating, and she went through his phone. We don't know what the situation is, but now you have a family member down, 2 others who got, touched, all because of something that when we play the tape back. Now, it's easier said than done.
Absolutely.
Right? Easier said than done, but when we play the tape back, and this is why they say you're not even supposed to bring your weapon out, except in them open carry states, unless there's really an issue. Because by the time you go get your weapon, and I know with the gun rights people go, but it's too late. By the time you go get your weapon, the shit is on. And I get that too. So, but if you were,
Styles P has a really good rap line about this. I forget how it goes exactly, but basically when something happens, you have to take some real time to decompress to feel like if you're really trying to do it.
You have to, because now, and I'm speaking. This is a New York state of mind, guys. You're not supposed to have that with you,
right?
So when you do have it with you, it should be on, and it should be popping,
right.
But if you just have it on you, any spike in your emotion, your energy, your ego, that thing is going to escalate. Because I've known trigger happy people, just because they got it on them, they staring at you a little extra hard. Like, what? Dude, I'm looking past you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so you understand that you can read body language of when, you know, so just from a New York state of mind, you don't, and you definitely don't pull that thing unless it's going off. You know what I'm saying? So I've had a good friend of mine, died right on the spot because the dude pulled the burner on him, and he said, "You better shoot me." And my man was thorough too. My man Keith, he was thorough. He didn't have his joint on him, but the young dude pulled on him, and he said, "I'm telling you now, you better shoot me, because if you don't, it's a wrap for you." So the dude was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And shot him and kept shooting him. And he died right on the spot. But that's how the New York state of mind is. And so I don't know all of the particular details in this case with Florida being a stand your ground situation.
Yep.
If Odyssey gets into a domestic situation, what do y'all do? Well, it's all depending what the situation is. If my daughter come to me with a black eye, or this is something that's serious, then, you know, you deal with it accordingly. You know what I mean? So, again, that's why I said we don't know all the details of, you know, this situation and what could have been avoided and what couldn't be avoided.
But I think all majority of the times reacting off like in the moment emotion is almost not the best thing to do.
It's usually not.
It's usually not.
So even when you study and learn about martial arts is not about fighting. That's about self-control and discipline. And when I have to fight, I'm going to tear you to pieces. And so when we look at most of the things that we get ourselves into, we go, damn. Yeah. Because the first thing I want to know is, was there another choice that could have been made? How else could we have handled that situation? You know what I mean? So was alcohol involved? Were them dudes sitting around playing PlayStation, getting high, playing a Grand Theft Auto, firing weapons in the game, and then were thrust into action? Or was it really a call of despair? When you hear, come to the house, shoot this shit up. Yeah. Dude, that's a that's a profound statement to make, because that means I gotta come with my heat. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so that's what it boils down to. Yeah.
Somebody said, sometimes, like in every situation is different, but I always feel like immediately in the moment, like I heard a story, my man told me the story about in his hometown, this guy had got jumped, right? And then years later, he ran across the guy, like he was driving home from work, saw the guy, went home, got his gun, came back, killed the guy who jumped him, right? This happened he said it happened years later. And I said, he really wanted to do that.
Yes. That is a calculated plan. He never let that ass whipping go.
And he went home, looked at everything, said, "This is the last time I'm going to see this."
Yes.
And then, that's the type of thing. And if that's the case, do your thing.
Right. If you must fulfill that destiny, because you could have easily just jumped him. You could have easily called your boys and said, "Yo, you remember me?" Pistol whipped him.
Something.
You know what I'm saying? And then that would have been, so, it's, again, Monday morning quarterbacking and murder.
Absolutely.
Or attempted murder is something interesting. And so what would you do in that situation? Maybe that's an after show thing. I don't know. What would you really do in that situation without having all the facts?
Yeah.
Because I don't have time to go, well, what did he do?
Right, yeah.
How long has this been going on?
Yeah.
Do you guys really love each other? Those are not the questions you're asking. When you get, I need help, and then, again, the woman may have twisted it a little bit into a situation. So, so you try to stay away, You
are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So there was a big story right now. It's happening in South Carolina. A 14-year-old, he was fatally shot in the back on Sunday by a convenience store owner, the Asian guy. Shot him in the back. He chased after him, and apparently, as a result of it, they found out the kid had a gun on him. But the reason why he was chasing him in the first place was unfounded. He accused him of shoplifting a bottle of water. him and the store owner and his son wound up chasing him out the store
over a bottle
of water, and then shot him in the back and killed this 14-year-old. So that convenience store at a gas station got tore up. The community tore that place up
quickly, and this guy's facing murder charges. As he should. Him having a gun on him
means nothing.
Have absolutely nothing because the videotape showed he wasn't stealing the water. He put the water back. And so for whatever reason, him and the store owner got into an escalated conversation or whatever. He left the store. They chased him. And, you know what I mean? And they shot him in his back.
Yes.
See, and this is what we mean. When adrenaline is flowing, this is a connected story. The adrenaline is flowing. You probably a Chinese racist. You know what I'm saying? But you have all your stores in these black neighborhoods. You want the money, but you don't want to deal with the people or the energy connected to the money. And you see this black kid, and you know what I mean? But black kids today ain't you know, they're not playing.
Yeah.
And so you shoot him in his back, whether he had an AK-47 on him. If you shoot him in his back, you have to be able to justify that. And you have to show that he was a threat to you in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
Even the police were just like, that kid did not steal anything.
Yes.
And he was running away. And a lot of these situations, like self-defense, when, you know, a lot of people try to say stuff like that, self-defense, like that, it means you have like no choice but to do this.
Right.
It's me or you.
And so it's a gray area in that sense where you have to be, I'm backed into a corner and I didn't have no choice.
Right.
And so when the football player goes into the house, that means he had a choice.
Yeah.
But while they was beating up his brother on the floor and they pulled out, maybe he felt now it's I gotta save me and my brother. So it becomes a gray area. And so when anytime you shoot somebody in the back,
that means they were running. And remember, there were a couple like cop cases that way.
Yes.
Where the cop got off even though he was shot the person in the back. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. So he's Chinese.
Yes.
Is he Chinese?
I don't know.
Okay. Asian. Chinese.
I don't want to.
And so the Chinese community will get behind him, as they do, and they will fund his, you know.
It depends on how, if they get footage of the actual thing, it depends on how egregious, because sometimes they'll leave their own out to dry.
Not much.
You don't think so? Even if it's bad, you think they'll still?
What is bad?
True. He shot somebody in the back. True.
But he shot the black man. True. You know. And so that's how they feel about that. And so condolences goes out
definitely.
To this
Cyrus
14-year-old kid,
Cyrus Carmack-Belton
family.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We don't want our 14-year-olds carrying guns.
Yeah.
We don't think there's a need, but the environment in these neighborhoods are really bad. You know, and so I had to take into account recently when I started figuring out why the kids dress the way they do, why they listen to what they listen to. And I had to say to myself, I am 35 years removed from being 20 years old. And so that is a long time when you tried to project what you would have did when the environment was different. All of this LGBT stuff, that we had one or two weirdos in the neighborhood. Everybody had them. You know, stay away from so-and-so, he's weirdo, this and that. But when you're being bombarded, when we speak about propaganda, when you're being bombarded every single day through the music, through the movies, through the movements, in school, you know, when it's a constant bombardment, and then you realize you only do 5% of thinking on your own every day. Most of us are on autopilot.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And we don't realize it, but we, you know,
yes,
we function. And so in an environment like this, you can be a functional illiterate and you can manage. You know what red means stop, green means go.
Yeah.
You got your phone with you. You dealing with emojis. You can pay with your phone. It's so much things done for you. And so as a parent, and I'm speaking to parents now, because I'm a parent sometimes. I know I get up here and act like I'm 12 sometimes, right? Is when we judge the younger generation, my secret weapon is always perspective. You have to try to understand that it's a different terrain, it's a different environment, it's a different time, it's a different energy. And so telling me or telling my kids what it was like when I was 18 and 19, it doesn't hold any weight. Because that is like, it's almost like the 35 years I'm talking is almost like 100 years.
Yeah.
In terms of technology.
And I just need to tell you, like, ugh.
Yeah, please, just stop it. Stop it, Dad.
Yeah.
Stop it. And so that's what makes parenting tough, because we are stuck. Most of us are still stuck in our childhood. Well, I was a star football player. Dad, you made the team 45 years ago.
Yeah.
Or when I did this, or when we went out, we played. And Dad, nobody's outside playing no more. Yeah. That's not what it is. And so parenting becomes tough because you have to parent based on the time frame that you're in. Mm-hmm. Look at you. You have a 3-year-old next month.
Yeah.
When in the next 2 years, the quantum leap in technology, this might not even be a thing.
Yeah.
He might be just bringing stuff down in 3D world and moving images around. And so how do you tell him about the time you had to look words up or whatever that you did at your age? I don't know.
I had dictionary, you know.
You had dictionary?
Yeah, we had dictionary. We had assignments. We had to mark, list the words in alphabetical order.
Oh, okay.
We had to do that with the definition next one. We had that.
Okay, write them in a sentence.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Show them you know how to use the words.
Yeah, listen, my generation is the most unique generation.
Oh, here we go with this shit.
Yeah, listen, guys.
Right. Please explain.
We are the most unique generation because we were alive at a time where the social media internet was not around, and we came up at the beginning of it, and we're like adults.
So you guys birthed that.
Not birthed it, but we just kind of saw it. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
We just kind of social media, the internet. We saw that all the different stages at this point, right? Mm-hmm. Even though we weren't like really old enough when like Black Planet or something was around,
right?
Even
to really take advantage.
Yeah, like even like Skonex. Yeah, I remember Skonex or Bebo, MySpace, to Facebook, to Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So I saw it.
Gotcha.
I can have stuff to kind of, you know,
as a reference point.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely.
Okay, all right.
And you haters in the chat, it's okay. You haters in the chat, it's okay. Y'all know what I mean.
Thank you for the super chat, Jay Fries. Appreciate you. And so, you know, parenting is a steady challenge. And so all 3 of my sons are 7 years apart. Mm-hmm. And so in them 7 years was like decades, you know what I'm saying, of going through each process differently. And to top it off with a daughter at the end of that. So, you know, you got to keep it fresh. Don't get certain values you want to always instill.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, certain hardcore values. But how you deal with the gay situation, you have to approach it. You just have to, because it is normal to them to have all of this in their mix. It is normal to them, even as they're straight children, how they navigate through school when around them to the left and right are kids of all kind of stuff. And you still got to be able to navigate through it. Keep your feelings to yourself. There's so many levels to this. You know what I mean? I remember in Eli's school, it was this boy who wore a shirt that said, "Sorry, girls, I'm taken," or "I'm him," or and I was like, wow, that is interesting. Like, you have made this decision?
Yeah.
And it was blatant, and it just says, "Sorry, girls." And so seeing that at that point, the way they treated Eli with a disability, you know what I mean? How they just included him and had to, and so the way these young people have to go out and see, I don't have to do that anymore. I can sit up here on my Archie Bunker, George Jefferson, Fred Sanford, Al Bundy shit, and just spew my racist hate and homophobic ways because I am so out of touch. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But the real world, my kids couldn't not operate like that in the real world. You know what I mean? And so, par for the course as parents, you have to do more listening and seeing where this thing is going, because this thing is coming at them full blast. We have one kid in every class who was a little off. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man Milton used to chew a pencil all day long. He ran through like 7 pencils all day, but he was smart.
Yeah.
But we just knew, and he slobbed on himself. We had one kid like that. And then in the neighborhood, we had one kid that you knew, okay, he's acting like a girl. Don't even ask him to play football with us because, and we had 2 Kevins in my neighborhood. I told you, we had Kevin and Kim. And based on whatever one you was talking about, that's the way you said it. Yo, y'all seen Kevin? Oh, yeah, he went. And so you had your, we had skinny Cheryl, we had fat Cheryl. Based on which one you needed.
Yeah, there's a rapper right now. She calls herself Light Skin Keisha, and she don't even look that light skinned. But her name, she got her name because it was 2 Keishas in her neighborhood, and she was the Light Skin Keisha. So that's her rap name. Yeah.
That's her rap name.
Yeah.
Right. So everybody got them little things we used to. How you. So we had Kevin and Kim.
Yeah.
And that's how we knew who we were talking about.
Jeez.
Yeah, at that time. Is it time for a break?
It is time for a commercial break. We shall return.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
We shall return.
the Ascending Infinite Goddess, and I am happy to announce that I am back and in full effect, ready to work with you on your spiritual journey. Whether you're looking to balance your chakras with an infusion of Reiki energy, or you're looking to connect with your spirit team with an angel oracle reading and get some clarification or confirmation on your love life or your career, finances, or just life in general. Or perhaps you're looking for a non-judgmental, safe space to receive some mental ease, I am here to help you. So be sure to visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com. See all the services that I provide. Get to know me a little bit better. And also, feel free to visit my YouTube channel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, and see hundreds of videos that I have available for free to help you on your spiritual journey. Until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.
I think they're both going to stay, and they're going to try again next year. Just being realistic. It depends on the coach.
The Hornets
I heard about the Hornets.
Westbrook.
I wouldn't be mad. Westbrook.
Minnesota has disgusted me this entire series. So I'm off that shit. Also, I'm very upset that John Moran got this award. So I hope we see them in the second round so Poole can whoop his behind for 7 games
I like it.
in a row.
We're back. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Support those businesses. The information is down below. If it's not, let me know.
Our Father's Day sale kicks off.
Oh, yes. Father's Day is happening.
Yes. Father's Day sale is kicking off now.
Father's Day is happening.
And, we got all of the butters. Go to the site. We got all the butters up there for Father's Day. Let's honor our fathers. Show them some goddamn respect, please.
You heard. Thank you, Melanie C, for the super chat.
Yes, honor these men in your lives who have done the right thing.
Yeah. Also, back by popular demand. We have Urban X Shea Butter back.
Yes, I'm calling it the I Am body butter.
Okay, yeah.
I threw a little, this is shea butter blend. It's a body butter that caresses the skin in a certain way.
Yeah.
And gives you a certain shimmy, yay. Okay, this is, we have Alejandro making these.
Yes, he's in the sweatshop right now as we speak.
And I'll admit, this stuff right here,
come back up.
You don't need a lot of this. This really works very well and backed by popular demand. So it's in the store now. First come, first serve.
Yeah, we only have a limited supply, but
you can get them. It makes great for Father's Day. So you get your dad a shirt, you get him a hat, and you say, Dad, because my kids tell me all the time, Dad,
don't be ashy.
You need like lotion, Dad. You know what I mean? And so, they take care of us. So jump on that. ShopUrbanX.com.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So Meek Mill, he's back with the Twitter fingers yesterday. He tweeted out, this is what he said. He goes, DJ Drama, a goofy over these hoes. He won't speak good on me. I tore him up in the A. End quote. I don't know what that last part meant.
Pause.
Yeah. I don't know what that last part meant.
Pause.
I don't know if he meant like in Atlanta. Like
I'm assuming he meant in Atlanta. I hope he didn't mean he tore him up in the other way.
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah, because that would be like, I would not be surprised either way because these guys are telling on themselves now.
Oh, God.
But that would be like really, really wild.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Insane, like, whoa.
Insanely wild. So let's assume he's
I'm
talking about Atlanta.
That's what I'm assuming.
And
he went on to say, I asked Drama why he always speaking down on me with a few other words. Told him he's a goofy. I also hit him when he tried to compare Dreams and Nightmare as his song to I Wanna Rock. That's Uzi's song. Uzi is DJ Drama's artist. He said, and downplaying.
Uzi is DJ Drama's artist?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
That I Wanna Rock song is crazy.
Yeah, and he said, I think Dreams and Nightmare's got it.
Yeah, I think Dreams and Nightmare is more like an anthem.
Yeah.
And it escalates and takes you different places. However, I've seen this other song in the club.
I have not.
And I mean, like, not in the clubs.
Yeah.
I don't go to clubs.
Yeah.
But like a video of it, and it really pops off.
Okay, and he says, don't let these industry lames use you. They don't even really like you. So this apparently comes off of, because DJ Drama did an interview, and somebody asked him, who is the Jay-Z of this generation, Meek Mill or Drake? And he said Drake. Now, here's the thing. I don't think that's a knock on Meek.
No, I don't.
Because it obviously is Drake. Like, if we just talking about somebody who's just been on top for a decade.
Whether you will like Drake or not.
Yeah,
He got some slaps, bro.
Right?
He got some slaps.
A lot of the street dudes, they love Meek because they just love his content and stuff like that. I get it. But come on, that's not a reason to be mad. So him and Drama must be having issues for another reason. And I find it interesting is because Drama and Meek, their relationship is the reason why Drake and Meek had that beef in the first place.
Really?
Drama leaked those reference tapes.
Oh, of Drake.
He leaked those.
And Drake took it personally because he thought Meek had something to do with it or something like that?
No, I don't know. I think Drake knew what was happening because in another song, Drake said last year had Drama Girl, not right now, double entendre. He had Drama's girl. He was messing with a joint.
Oh, wow.
But last year had Drama. So Drake is nasty when it comes to double entendre.
Yeah.
But so to see that, Drake and Meek is cool again, but now Drama and Meek got something. It's interesting. Hip hop is just
it's so bad right now that it's folding on itself because there's nothing else to talk about.
Yeah,
it's nothing going on but nonsense.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And we in year 50 of this.
Yeah,
and this is the elevated, and now it's been crashing on itself for the last 10 years. But save a great artist here and there. So we're not gonna say. There aren't artists. I don't want to get into that conversation. But the industry itself, which is the overall representation of what people think hip hop is. So there's hip hop industry and then there's hip hop culture, and we know which are two different things.
Fair.
And and things of that nature. Fair. So Shelly M, what's good? I saw you in there, sis. Appreciate you for stopping by. And so this is what we're talking about. Guys arguing, and it's usually over a girl.
It is.
Somewhere down the line.
So people are speculating that, Meek is messing with somebody that Drama used to deal with.
And then there was some pillow talk, probably. There always is. And this is what we have.
Side note, Ebro, I want to get his tweet because he, hold on. He put out a tweet the other day because I think Monday or Sunday was the
5th year anniversary.
Was the 5th year anniversary of the Drake and Pusha T beef, and that 5 years went past. That's crazy.
That went by fast. We covered that in great detail here.
Yeah. So then he put out a tweet. He put because the tweet was about the 5 year anniversary, and then Ebro from High 97 said Major L shifted the universe. It put a ceiling on Drake's legend. What did you think about that?
I think Drake survived. I think he lost the battle, but he won the war.
Okay.
Sort of like with Nas and Jay-Z. Yeah. I thought Nas smoked him with ether, but Jay-Z then hired you to work for him on his label, and Jay-Z won the war.
True.
And so, when I say Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all time, doesn't mean he didn't lose a couple of matches. I just think he's the greatest of all time. And so, these things happen as par for the course. You know what I mean? He revealed some things over what? A girl.
Yeah.
Because Kanye West was feeding information to Pusha that Drake confided. This is all feminine energy bullshit.
This is true.
This is all feminine energy bullshit.
True.
Kiki, KK, Kim Kardashian, Kiki, do you love me? It's all, you know what I'm saying, related. And it's all, even the Nas and Jay-Z stuff.
Over a woman.
The Nas, the R. Kelly and Jay-Z stuff, which we're now finding out Jay-Z financed surviving R. Kelly.
Is this true, Chad?
This is true.
Is this true?
It's coming out now. They're saying, because I know Dream Hampton was the one who put it together.
Yes.
I can tie Jay-Z to Dream Hampton. She wrote his book, Decoded.
Ooh.
Not hip-hop decoded.
Oof.
Decoded. Right?
That came out after your book, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The story gets deeper.
For sure. So,
Black Dot is tied into this.
Yeah. I'm tied into this whole story, y'all. This get deep.
Oof.
And so, because he lost the lawsuit, the $70 million lawsuit against R. Kelly. Now, the R. Kelly situation is deep because it's a concerted effort. Maybe we'll spend some time in the after show talking about that.
Okay.
Because the uncle was involved, and once a person who's been in the dark starts to wake up, once the slave starts to go, wait a minute, where's my royalties? Where's my publishing? Or somebody gets in your ear and you start asking questions you ain't supposed to be asking, then we gotta fix you up. We gotta railroad you into a situation, and it's not saying he didn't do half the shit you know what I mean? And then they're finding out now that 2 of the jurors had watched Surviving R. Kelly before the trial. And so now that's a biased thing, and this whole thing is, we'll speak about that in the after show on how deep that rabbit hole goes.
Okay.
And so, but again, over a girl. You know what I'm saying? Over Aaliyah, over some other stuff. And so this thing gets really, really crazy.
Okay.
Whatever happened to Hype Williams?
I don't know. I guess because videos ain't a thing anymore.
I ain't heard from him since the Aaliyah crash. But anywho, so this is what's going on. Okay. And so that nigga moment right there that's a nigga moment.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it is.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
It's just a nigga moment.
And we are reporting. Speaking on a nigga moment, did you guys, I saw a video of a bus driver in North Carolina.
Oh, boy.
And a passenger shooting it out like it was John Wick 5.
Now let me throw a little, because I mean, first of all, I've been a bus driver, and I've seen some things on this bus that will blow your mind, but I had never saw nothing like that.
Yeah.
I ain't never saw was like, yo, I got it on me too, son.
Dropping the bus.
Like, yo, son, you gonna pay the fare or not? You mean you want to get off in the middle of the route? I think you need to sit down, sir.
Yeah.
See, what I do is, this was my protocol. If I beef with you, first of all, I was a very pleasant driver. Very nice. Good morning, good afternoon, good night.
Yeah.
Dun, dun. You know what I'm saying? I never looked at the shorties on the way in at that ass. I look through the mirror. You get a little ass shot. See, as a technique, you got to have the technique that anytime you turn your neck, there's always an old lady sitting there going, that's a goddamn shame. I'm always going to turn around. I know I got a family at home and everything. So you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So you look through the mirror. You know what I'm saying? They pass you their number on the way out, slide the tip. You put your hand on the bar, you know what I'm saying? And they put the number in there and everything is beautiful. If I was beefing with you, right? If I was beefing with you, I made you exit through the back of the bus. Because you ain't going to spit on me.
Yeah.
Because if you spit on me, I'm going to lose my job. Because I'm going to get out the seat.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to run you down. And I'm going to lose. Because you can't leave the bus ever.
Right.
The minute you leave the bus, you are fired.
Yeah, right.
I told a story years ago. It was an urban excellence. It was a Cosby Ghetto story. A little shorty got on the bus. He was about 12. And he sat in the rap seat. He sat in the first seat. And he was just watching me, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, look at Shorty. Looking at maybe his father wasn't in his life. He's seeing a positive black man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm inspiring people just driving the bus. You know what I'm saying? And when the door opened, he grabbed my beeper, because it was beeper. This was that far back.
Yeah.
And he took off. And I was still young back then. I almost popped the brake and caught his ass, but I would have left the bus.
And got fired.
Unattended. My adrenaline was flowing. I'd have beat that little kid's ass. And I would have lost my job. And then I had to just start cheering for him. I was like, go on, Shorty. You did that shit. You played me, son. And Shorty was out. This is in Brooklyn. This is some Brooklyn shit. And Shorty, he was off that bus so damn fast. And I just said, look at Shorty go. Got me. Right?
Yeah.
So, shootout, this is a little bit different.
Yeah, they was.
I've had niggas be like, I'll smack you in your face. I'm like, all right. In my mind, because now, watch this. If I close the front doors,
You can do that.
then I can put all the work in I need to put on
you
you.
can do that.
And then right before the paramedics or the police come, I fall.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to get 4 months, 6 months off on the job.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
But I be done duffed you out. Blah, 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 blah. Long as the doors is closed.
Yeah.
But this situation
he
is a little, you know,
he started
a little crazy.
shooting. They both started shooting. The bus driver got off and kept shooting.
Yeah, now see,
They fired him. They fired
him on the spot.
They fired him.
So, you know, because now I'm all out now.
Yeah.
First of all, once I pull out the blicky and I start bang, he was driving, he was shooting back like it's customers on the bus scrambling. Like, oh shit, this is a true story. This is a true story. These niggas is shooting out, bang. He driving and shit, he shooting behind. This is like a movie and shit. And then the doors open and he get off. And they finishing the job.
Yo, he kept shooting.
This shit was bananas. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Now that's some crazy shit.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
You know what I mean? And talking about something escalate to from 0 to
Talk about a
100.
nigga moment, man.
That's a super nigga moment.
Yo.
Yeah, that's a
I'll show you
super
the video.
nigga
I'll show you the
moment.
video. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's a super nigga moment right there. So I gotta come on, hey boy, I'm going to jail because shit got crazy.
He pulled, I pulled.
He pulled, I pulled. And, you know, so what kind of people y'all hiring out there in North Carolina? Y'all doing background checks on these niggas and shit? Like, god damn.
Yo, that was funny. That was funny.
Yeah. So that's what's going on with that.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
Okay, now back to some more serious stuff. So these past few weeks, we've been talking about these companies, right? Now, going into June, it's Pride Month and things like that. So we've been talking about these companies who do these things with their brand. They attach them to trans person, or they attach it to somebody else who was involved with something nasty and things like that. We talked about Bud Light. They lost a lot of money. They continue to lose a lot of money because they linked up with Dylan Mulvaney, the trans person who, linked up with like North Face and Nike and stuff like that.
Yes.
They lost billions and billions of dollars. Target lost billions and billions of dollars because they were promoting trans, tuck-friendly clothes for kids and stuff like that. So people are boycotting them. Like we spoke about the other day, North Face is the next one. So my question literally was always, yo, these companies cannot be that stupid.
Right. This is plain suicide. This is suicide.
Like y'all cannot be that dumb to like literally go against everything your company stands for, or just to go against the majority of what, like, y'all not trying to make money. Like, I don't get it.
Right.
So this guy, he has a podcast and his name is Andy Frisella. And he actually, if you guys remember me talking about the 75 hard challenge, he's actually the one who created that challenge.
Okay. Yeah,
right?
Military guy.
Like he talks to a lot of like Navy SEALs and stuff like that. He went in, he said this is all by design because these companies are tied to it's 3 letters. It's called ESG. It stands for, hold on.
CEI. It's
a few of them. ESG stands for environmental social governance and in investing, and is used to screen investments based on corporate policies and to encourage companies to act responsibly, right? So a lot of these companies and these corporations are tied to other corporations.
Owned by BlackRock.
Yes.
BlackRock.
Vanguard.
Yes.
Blackstone, like these companies,
and
right?
your rating, continue. It's about rating.
Yes. So they get funding. These companies get funding, and they have to do certain things. They have to push certain agendas. If not, they lose funding,
and they could lose their position as the CEO or be one of the shareholders in these companies. So how much money they lose doesn't matter to them. It's a weird dynamic.
Profit in the public doesn't matter to them because they have to get money from up top. That's why, listen, a lot of these big companies are not profitable.
Right.
I don't know if y'all know that. A lot of these companies have never been profitable. I don't think Uber has ever been profitable, but it's valued at $1 billion, $20 billion.
Is that because of the subsidies or the money they get from government?
Probably. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as making a profit every month, like a small business here, we have to make a profit to, make money. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like other small businesses, your pizza shop, they have to make profit every month.
Even the transit authority here is a government subsidized thing where certain money has to be fed in. And if they make the mandate, remember we talked about the mandate is coming from up high.
Right.
So the stuff that was confusing you made sense. You'd be like, look, they just lost $9 billion. Why don't they stop? And why would this company who just saw that company lose $9 billion? Why would they do it? It's because this ESG or whatever rating.
It's a few different letters.
It's a few different acronyms.
Yeah.
And it means more for them for that rating than it does for the people spending the money.
Like their global position, like these companies' global position. So, like I was saying, these companies are tied to other corporations. So you know how we said like our rappers, our athletes, they're tied to corporations. These corporations are also tied
to corporations
themselves. It goes all the way up, and that's why I promise you, I was banging my head against the wall like, this does not make sense.
It didn't make any sense because you were looking at it logically.
Yes.
Like, that doesn't make. You just lost $9 billion, and you're gonna do the same thing they did. The agenda for them. First of all, they print the money.
Yes.
Right. So the money is not the issue. The mindset is more important. Your mind is more important than the money that they're gonna lose, because they can switch the money over and do. And that's another thing. When you have had enough, and you become the one who collapsed these companies, these very American valued companies, you are going to be the ones that collapse them, and they're going to keep their hands washed from it. And when it all collapses, it's going to be because you felt that they didn't represent from a value standpoint what you thought they should have. But little did you know that this was a directive that came from on high.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And they want your mind to keep you in a convoluted mind state more than your money.
Because now I'm watching people I'm watching, like the patriotic Americans, like they pump their chests out, like, yeah, we burying these companies and stuff like that. I'm looking at it now like, whoa, that's what they want now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the plan.
What is Dot always asking? How did we get here?
How did we get here? Yeah.
How did we get here? So when you appear, all your energy is moving in that direction because you are certain that this is the right thing. You got to begin to ask yourself, how did we get here? Those who are planning this are greater planners than you can imagine, because most of the time we're moving off emotion anyway. And when I sit up here and I say, remove the emotion from out of your decision, I'm telling you that for a reason. Because emotion is a fire-based energy, and that fire will have you steamed and moving in a certain direction that you got to go, wait a minute. Let me remove, yes, somebody got killed. Let me pause for a minute to find out before I jump out here and I'm out here tearing down stores. I got to find out, what was this really all about? And how, you know what I mean? Why am I moving in this direction? And if it's an organic thing, okay, fine. But 9 times out of 10, it's not as organic as you think it is.
It's not organic. Listen, this is the best sign. If the media is for it, it's not organic.
That's right. That's right. That's
Like
right.
That is the simplest way I can kind of put it. You know what I'm saying? If
That is right.
one of your government officials, because we know they all bought and paid for, if they are for it, it's not organic.
I want to know what's not bought and paid for in this country.
Seriously.
Real talk.
Seriously. No. Seriously.
Show me an organization in your mind that's also for the the after show for our paid members.
Yeah, listen.
Let's begin to show me.
This might be a good after show.
Yeah. So who can you say, nah, this company right here who serves the public is not, you know what I mean? Bro, we're going to have fun on that because I don't know. And then I explain to you the corporation, while it gives you money, it gives you money to imprison you so that your free thoughts, your radical energy, you're not doing anything radical when your rent is due.
Right.
Let's just keep it a bean.
Right.
When your lifestyle is in jeopardy.
Yeah.
So they have bought your radical revolutionary ways. And hip hop was one of the easiest targets because the inner city children who come from nothing, who we have programmed for years to believe that once they make a few dollars, that they are something.
Yeah.
Those were the easiest targets, and hip hop was revolutionary in its natural sense. Coming out of the Black Panther movement, coming out of the 60s, it was the natural next progression that we were going to use the arts as a weapon to economically, socially, spiritually, physically raise ourselves up. Our ancestors were unleashing things within our DNA with nothing available. That was the urban alchemy I speak about. We were making it up on the fly, which meant that the government didn't have a way to really target it. And for years, we didn't call it hip hop. We were going to the jam, and so there was no name for it. The minute we started calling it hip hop, we named it, we gave it form. You give it form, you give corporations a template to race back to their boardrooms now and say there's a new phenomenon called hip hop.
Yeah.
How are we going to deal with this? And here we are 50 years later. Show me the last time a rapper who was revolutionary, that wasn't sucked up by the system, that said anything or was willing to risk it all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To speak to the people. And so corporations bought all your athletes, all your actors, all your rappers. And, Kanye had a glitch and tried to give it all up to you. And what did they do? They made him disappear for 6 months. And then they bought his clone out.
Yeah, he looks crazy.
Should I allegedly?
Yeah, put the allegedly button. He got out with the shoulder pads and the leggings and the
walking toward the wall, looking disoriented. Dude, it's just a weird thing. But he told you they were going to do that. He said, if I disappear and show back up, it's not me. And so here we are with this, where he just did the polar opposite. Even if you don't believe in conspiracy theory, here was a man who was shouting at the top of his lungs against everybody, giving it all up. Now he not saying nothing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even listen to his next album. And I like Kanye's music. I wouldn't even listen to his next album.
Yeah, I don't think there's any.
Because it can't be him.
Yeah, I don't think there's any more like creative juice in that.
No,
it doesn't look like it.
No,
man.
once they get a hold and zap you of your creative energy, you know, and sleeping with white women and shutting down your spiritual centers, and among other things, you lose your base, your square. You're not standing on your square. You know what I mean? Your squares turn into something else. I don't want to get into all that shit. Yeah.
Okay. Is it time for a commercial break?
Is it?
Real quick. All right, I want to talk about this real quick. So, there are new Oscar guidelines to be considered for Picture of the Year.
Okay, new guidelines.
New guidelines. Now, each film must meet one of the following. At least 2 of the creative leadership positions and department heads, such as the director. Wait, no, I skipped a part. This is on screen, right? It says the film must meet one of the following. This says at least one of the lead or significant supporting actors need to be from a underrepresented racial or ethnic group.
I don't even need to hear that.
No. At least 30% of all actors in secondary or more minor roles are from an underrepresented group. The main storyline theme, a narrative of the film, is centered on an underrepresented group.
So now this is a political thing.
Yes.
This is not a creative thing.
No.
Based on if you just made a hot damn movie.
Yes.
Oh, well, you only had a few black people in there.
Yeah.
There was no gay scenes in there. Because that's an underrepresented group. Oh, so now, oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. So this is standard B with the team. It says at least 2 of the creative leadership positions and department heads, such as the director, cinematographer, or costume director, need to be from an underrepresented group. It goes on. It says at least 6 other crew technical positions need to be from an underrepresented group. Boy. At least 30% of the film crew need to be from an underrepresented group.
Is this real?
This is real. This is on Hollywood Reporter.
Oh, boy. Yeah, so this is politics now. This is not about creativity.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If you make a good movie, you make a good movie.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? Now, Schindler's List was a great movie in terms of the cinematography. It's got to be niggas on the set now? It's got to be a nigga in the movie? Like, how?
Yeah, the
Italian movies, Godfather.
Those wouldn't have won.
Those wouldn't have won?
Those wouldn't have won, yeah.
Man, wow.
Creativity is over, guys. Like
it's a wrap.
They are doing whatever it takes to, like, just make everything just kind of bland. Like, it's just listen. I get it. Me and Eli was talking about the Little Mermaid movie because I made a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Made a lot of money.
Yeah,
and I get it. But like, how many times we gonna redo, remix, reboot?
But they use the melanin this time. The whole catch is that it's a black woman now. And so that would fit the criteria to win the Oscar.
Yes.
Based on the new criteria it's set forth.
Yep.
Wow. All right. Well, now we can go to commercial break.
We can go to commercial break. All right.
And let that sit on your nugget for a few.
Get some questions ready. We'll be right back.
Yeah, get some questions ready.
All right.
Hey, son. Did you put up the Urban X t-shirts for the family I told to? And why you dressed like that, son?
Pop, after reading the ISIS papers 37 and a half times, I am woke now.
Woke? Son, it's 4 in the afternoon. What do you mean woke? I've been woke all day trying to get you to get in here and do these shirts for the Urban X family. Malcolm.
Whoa. Malcolm is my slave name. I am grown by Brother Mustafa Imhotep X squared. You refer to me as Brother Mustafa Imhotep X squared.
You big dummy! I named you Malcolm after the greatest activist of this time. You gotta put one right across your lips. You crazy?
Pop, I've been working in this shop by myself. This is worse than working for the white man working with you.
Now, son, you know I would help you if I didn't have my arthritis. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do the best you can do. I'm going to still lead you.
I'm not even getting paid. If it wasn't for the donations from the Urban X family, thank you for the $20. Next time, send 40.
Son, who you talking to? Who's at the door? Oh, God, oh, done hurt my eyes. I was already having a bad day with this big dummy. Hey, OD, what brings you around today?
Malcolm, Dot, to preach the word of Jesus. One thing I have realized, if Jesus don't do it, it just won't get done. I said if Jesus don't do it, it just won't get done.
You know, no, all this old Jesus stuff is got me going crazy. I don't listen to none of that crazy stuff.
You old heathen, you need Jesus.
And you need to get your face lifted or your body lowered.
You old bug-eyed fool.
Who you talking to like that?
Come on, Pop.
Yeah, you right. I shouldn't have said that. Now, OD, I want you to go in the fridge and get out the cookie dough.
For what?
So you can slam your face in it and make animal crackers.
Come on, Pop. You can't talk to a Nubian queen like that.
Yeah, you right, son. You right. You know what? Tell you what you can do. Give you an Urban X gift card and get you some t-shirts and hats. And too bad we ain't got no face mask.
Oh, that's it. You old bug-eyed fool.
Get you right here and punch you right off your lip. Wait a minute. You better get on out of my house.
I'm
leaving. Get on out of here.
I'm leaving.
Get on out of here.
I'm gone.
All right, Pop, I'm gonna stop messing with you. I got a hot date tonight.
What you gonna take out one of them beautiful African Nubian queens that you been telling me all about?
Maybe.
Oh, mama, this is the big one. I'm coming to join you, mama. I named him Malcolm X in hopes that he would marry a Betty Shabazz. I think he's gonna bring home a Betty Cracker.
And we are back.
We are back. If you want to advertise with us for June,
oh yes,
we're available. If you need help with your commercial, with your product, give us a call at sales.nyc.
Sales at urbanx.nyc.
Sales@urbanx.nyc. We can help you with the entire process.
Let us know.
Put you in front of the family, get you up and running, and get you, lined up lovely. We can do that for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how we get down over here. We wanna see you win.
All right.
Yep.
So real quick, shouts out to Daniel. Thank you for the cash app. Appreciate you, G.
Oh, okay.
Appreciate you.
All right.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
And if you're watching us live right now and you're having trouble with the chat, because I've been having trouble with our chat.
Yeah. It's like it has to refresh.
Yeah, sometimes click out and click back in.
Yeah, so all you can do is refresh.
Refresh it, yeah.
And use
YouTube is playing
don't
games.
use Safari, use Chrome if you can. Yeah, because my stuff has stopped moving a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem is with that, but yeah. So,
oh Lord knows you're gonna rub that in my face.
Yeah, man, he better.
Yeah. Okay, you got it. I respect it. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. You know what I'm saying? Miami did their thing. Two grumpy men in the building. Haven't seen the gods in a while. That's what we're talking about.
So today on YouTube, the guys from Earn Your Leisure had to put out a response video because a lot of people have been getting at them. By a lot of people, I mean the people who follow the guy Tony the Closer, the guy who people who follow JT the Pocket Watcher, Eli from What Happened to Common Sense. We've had him on the show. They have been on a mission to kind of expose all financial education scammers within the black community. Okay. I respect it. I do like it because there are a lot of people who do take advantage.
That's going to be a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot, right? So, they have been really critical on Earn Your Leisure because they feel like a lot of people that they have elevated by putting on their platform, because their platform is big, so they are
very big.
In essence, elevating these people and making them kind of more famous than they were prior to them getting on. Mm-hmm. That they're not vetting these people, that because as a result of them being on these platforms, they have the access to scam more people. So they put out a response video, and basically what they were saying is if we have 415 episodes and 5 get through, we can't really be held responsible for not knowing these 5. But at the same time, I do feel like once you get to a certain level in your company standards, you guys should be able to vet people a little bit better.
I agree with Earn Your Leisure in the sense there's gonna be a few people that just slip through.
Absolutely.
When your job is to that's why I don't interview a lot of people, especially if you're trying to sell something, because if I haven't used it, if I don't believe in it, it becomes tough. That's why even when you promote with us, we'll say send us your product.
Yes.
And so at minimum, I can say honestly, yo, I rocks with this, or this service I got from so and so is legit. It's because but when your whole business is about business and people see opportunities, there's gonna be a few that slip through the crack. So if they got 400 interviews and 4 or 5 slip through, that's what I call par for the course.
Yeah, sadly.
Now, granted, now at this stage, maybe this will alert them to get a vetting system, or people that kind of vet.
Because you know what's crazy? Because a lot of the dudes who are scammers, ones who've come out or who have like scamming allegations tied to their name, they have big social media followings. So it seems like you interviewing them, not for the benefit of your community, but just for the benefit of the look for you.
But that's what I also said about that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm always sideways in that stuff, because ain't nobody interview us.
Right.
We an upcoming father and son podcast who has something to offer. It's like they just interviewing across to keep the damn, build up their shit. And so they interviewing all these people who don't need to be interviewed. No disrespect. I'm not hating. It's low-hanging fruit to interview Steve Harvey. It's low-hanging fruit to interview a multi-billionaire who's already done it, where people can get that information just by following the work of those people. But what about the people who are trying to climb these ladders, who could really use a leg up and say, yo, I appreciate what you guys are doing, and I see you guys have been in business 5 years. Y'all got 380-something podcasts. Oh, y'all got a T-shirt business? Tell me about. And not just shamelessly plugging myself. There are a lot of us. And when I speak about, there's these guys at the top who only interview each other, and then there's a whole big gap.
Yeah, that's why.
And then there's people at the bottom.
That's why when we interview people, we try to interview, even people we promote, we try to interview to get your story. And a lot of times after we interview, they get more business.
Absolutely
not.
People
see like,
it's not as significant because we don't have a huge following, but the goal is to help each other and put you in front of certain amount of people. And Earn Your Leisure have put themselves in a position where they can't fail.
It's
now.
tough. Yeah,
It's tough. It's a tough situation.
It's tough.
So it's easy to just interview people who are already successful, who they're gonna ask the same goddamn questions to and get the same answers. So how did you do that? Well, how did you do that? How did you do that? And I'm like, okay, we know that already.
But you know what's crazy? Sometimes like they be interviewing people, and I'm like, just from the answers, I'm like, that don't seem right. Like, it's not
some of this information that these people get.
Yeah, it's not. Sometimes, we hear like, white people be gatekeeping all the information, stuff like that. That happens. That absolutely happens. That absolutely happens. But some of the stuff that they front like, oh, this is being gatekeeping. Now that is illegal, bro.
Yeah, that shit don't even.
Don't
not
do
even
that.
A gatekeeper. That's illegal.
That is illegal, bro. Like,
and so when your position is to go and track these people out, then that means you have to have a record that is impeccable yourself.
Yeah.
Because when you're saying, I'm searching for other black people who are scamming you or...
That too. Listen. Tony,
then
to close
you better have your ish together.
Guys, like that too. When your business is... Yeah, like you said, like looking, like pointing out what everybody else is doing. Your name better be pristine.
It better be pristine, bro, because once they start flashing that light on you,
like, whoa,
and find out you had an ulterior motive that you may have just been hating on Earn Your Leisure. And I want to be clear, I'm not in the financial business, so I'm not hating on Earn Your Leisure. It's just an observation in which you're interviewing people. So it's almost like they're living vicariously through all the people they ever wanted to meet. So now they got this big ass platform, and I always wanted to meet Snoop. Well, let's bring him in, bust down some bottles with Snoop, and talk about how he became successful. And all of these stories are the same. Blah 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 blah. Right? Oh, I always wanted to meet so and so. Let me meet him because now I have the leverage.
Yeah.
And so some fanboy shit involved with that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you got these other guys who perhaps could be jealous of all the spotlight.
So
they can sit
because that's what Rashad from Earn Your Leisure, he was alluding to.
Right. So other people sit back.
That's what he was alluding to in his response.
And they know a little something.
Yeah.
So now they know, that's not right.
Yeah.
Or they shouldn't have said that. So these niggas must be scamming. And it may not necessarily be the case. So you always have to watch where the energy is coming from. If you're really trying to correct them, then you need to sit down with them and be like, yo, bro, here's an email. I just wanted to let you know. I noticed when you had so-and-so on your show, why you got to go public with that?
Yeah,
to create division.
Because
there's many layers to this thing.
Because here's the thing. When your platform is based around like interviewing other people, it's a weird way. Like people just hold you responsible for what's said on your platform.
Right.
Like you can have whoever on your show and they said something and people are mad at you because they said it. You're like, I didn't say it. So that probably is the response to like, I didn't say that, he did. But people are saying, they're saying like, well, people are doing they're taking financial advice from you guys based on what they say. So I have a responsibility. I don't know. It's tough. It's
a tough situation.
For sure.
You should not, any information Earn Your Leisure gives to you, you should not necessarily take with a grain of salt, but you still have to do your own diligence.
Absolutely.
They are providing a platform, and again, I'm not hating. I know, overall,
absolutely.
I get a good vibe from what they're doing because they have elevated the conversation and consciousness around finances that we didn't have before. You know what I mean? But my goal, like I always say, is there are so many other stories that can be told that would be just add a little bit more intrigue to the show so it's not so predictable. You know what I mean? About what's really going on out here and some of the struggles to get on, stay on. And so, so I wish them the best.
Yes.
Because I do think at the heart of what they're doing, they're honest. And they really are trying to help people with the knowledge that they have gained about the situation. And they're taking advantage of the new celebrity that they have to, leverage some other things too. And I'm not mad at any of that. Just my humble opinion.
Okay. I was nervous about adding that topic in, but I'm glad.
Oh, nah. Because, it's...
Not nervous, but just...
How people would respond to the topic and stuff. No hate. So I get it.
Okay.
You are tuned into
Side
the
note,
sounds of Urban X.
My hairline is like in the middle of my head now.
No, it's not that bad.
I'm looking in the camera.
It's not that bad.
I might have some decisions to make.
It's not that.
Soon.
Nah, it's not that bad. You still okay.
Like I can read my own mind now. Like
that's because you do it yourself.
Yeah. That's true. Because if you look, I am a little leaning to one side. I might have to make some decisions soon. I might have to go Jordan on y'all and just bring the shiny ball head out. Debut that soon. Maybe show 400. I'll debut the shiny ball head.
I don't know if I want to see
it. Might bring me, and then I have my little shades on. Might bring a little Isaac Hayes out of it. You know what I'm saying? Bring my Isaac Hayes out. All right. Anywho.
So there was a building that collapsed in Iowa. And a lot of people are still missing relatives.
I didn't know they had tenement buildings in Iowa. I'm just going to keep it.
Me neither.
For some reason, I just had a mindset. Ignorance, yes.
Ignorance? Me neither.
Yeah.
But apparently that this building had complaints going back for a while on just the building.
So they were getting a lot of fines or something for safety or whatever? And penalties and stuff?
Yeah, the 6-story apartment building. Came crashing down.
And some people are still missing.
Yeah, some people are still missing.
Okay, so let's hope that the people were not there.
Yeah, it's been 2 days since the building mysteriously, the CNN says, mysteriously imploded. They said no deaths were reported, but 8 people were rescued from the building within the day, but they still seem to be looking for people unaccounted for.
Okay. So let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that
everybody
made it out.
Because I feel like when stuff like this happens and then they go back and look at the records like, oh, there were complaints about this.
Citations.
People said that the structure here was
some of these slumlords, bro. I tell you, bro, they are the absolute worst.
Yeah,
and how they get down.
And somebody said check the insurance claims exactly. So
yes. Follow the money.
Mm-hmm.
Follow the money.
Let's take some questions.
Yeah, let's get into some questions. Did we cover what we needed to cover?
For the most part. Did you guys? Are you guys familiar with the Island Boys? I don't think you should. I don't think you would.
No, I'm not familiar with the Island Boys.
Yeah, so it's these guys. They went viral. I want to say within the last year. They got a bunch of tattoos. Their hair looks, I don't know if it's locked or it just looks crazy.
And I ain't gonna say my hairline is running from my face now. I ain't say all that now. Nah, I get it.
Yeah, so they went viral on social media. I don't know if they rap. I don't know what they do. But people seem to have uncovered childhood pictures of them with Jeffrey Epstein.
Ouch.
Whoa. And they call themselves the Island Boys.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Yep.
What the hell is that about? Yes. Okay. Okay. So yeah, y'all did hear about them. Okay. Did you put the picture up? Okay. Yeah. Looks. If that's them, then
that's
wow.
creepy. That's creepy. Yeah. So
if that's them. That is.
But a lot of these kids in Hollywood, celebrity, you know the routine, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of these kids beat through some stuff, man, and you know what I mean. They tuck it, they bury it, but because they are where they are, you know what I mean.
I've been watching a lot of I've been seeing clips from a lot of childhood stars, and they just kind of you could tell that the story that they have is just legit. You know
look into their eyes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yes.
Yeah, you got to look into the eyes of the childhood star.
Yes.
And you can get the story.
You can just see it in when they're talking. You're just yo.
Yeah. You can see it.
Yeah. There's this podcast called the Sean Ryan Show. He interviews. He's an ex-Navy SEAL. He interviews other ex-Navy SEALs, Marines, stuff like that. And he was interviewing this one dude, and you could just see it in his eyes. He just saw the level of violence he's seeing. He wasn't blinking the whole time.
Yeah.
But he's talking, and I'm just yo.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what the hell you saw.
What you saw and how you have to internalize that. Then they want you to come home and be normal.
And just be regular, yeah.
I done killed women, children, babies, whatever the case may be, under the guise of democracy or whatever the mission entailed, that they have hardwired and programmed me to believe was for the better good of what we're doing. And now you want me to come home and work at Walmart.
Yeah.
Welcome to Walmart. You know what I mean? Or something like that. And so that's always been a quagmire, because when there is no war, what do we do with all of these trained, assigned killers that we have running around here trying to get back into society? It's sort of like, my man's father-in-law has been in prison for 30 years. He was a killer. Mm-hmm. He's home now, and he moved in with him, him and his wife, whatever. And the shit he's doing in the house, putting up curtains and dividers and shit, it's spooking him out, man.
Yeah. I'm sure it is.
But he's been down for 30.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how, hiding with the peanut butter and jelly? It's under this nigga's bed and shit, and this nigga's sharpening up kitchen knives and shit, and he coming to the table with the knife low. I'm like, yo, my nigga, it's just like us here. We do this all the time. We just having breakfast and shit. And so, but if I was away for 30, my son, I don't know. I don't know what this social media shit, I don't know what none of this shit mean. You know what I mean? And now, and they keep telling them, go out where, nigga? I don't know nobody, nigga. Go where? Do what? You know what I mean? And so I saw this dude, and this is not a related story, but he was in Walmart.
Yeah.
And there was a lady who kept banging him with her cart.
Oh,
from behind.
Yeah.
And he just went and picked up a whole cart. And just threw the shit out of her.
I saw that, yeah.
And I'm like, what would possess you to do that?
Yeah.
If I've been on lock for 30,
Yeah.
dude, it could go down at any given moment. So, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And so that becomes very, very tough, So yeah,
he say ironing grilled cheese.
Yeah, he ironing the grilled cheese, probably drinking water out the toilet, shit. Cause they kept shit cool by putting it on the side of the. Some of the stories, like when 10 Toes Down, tell these stories, bro.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I am never, ever going to prison. I am sorry. Like the shit they have to do, you gotta shower with your clothes on and pull your fucking underwear out of one leg and pull the short back on, look behind you, look around and scrub your balls and fucking you got food hanging up in the room because the rats is eating the shit off the floor, and then the rats are coming across the line and you gotta look out the mirror to see if security coming and shit, and you know what I mean, and dude, I'm not gonna do it, man. I'm gonna be a good law-abiding citizen. I'm gonna do good dirt.
Yeah,
my man.
Good trouble.
Good trouble. I'm gonna get in good trouble. Fuck that shit.
Oh my god.
Fuck that shit. And it starts with you eating that snack.
Yeah.
On the bed, the welcoming snack on the bed, nigga. Don't.
My goodness.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it, man.
Christ.
Nah, man. Nah, I just ain't built for it. Not gonna do it.
Yeah,
can't do it. Don't do it.
Guys, did you see the video of that LSU basketball player collapsing at the White House during the visit? Because
I saw.
That was
Biden. It was during his speech. He was talking bullshit, and she probably just passed out. No, but on a real note, she's okay, right?
Yes.
It might have just been hot in there, a lot of people around and hot, but long as she's okay, that was the main thing I was concerned about, and that ain't Biden.
Guys,
among other things.
Yeah, I've seen like multiple videos within like days apart, and even that don't look the same,
dude.
Like it's two different. Like
even if you don't believe this, you gotta go. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
that makes no sense.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to be a so-called conspiracy theorist. You could just look and tell that that's not Biden.
Yeah.
You could tell that's a mask on. Look at the dude. They all playing a role. What's going on? Are these people really dead? Yeah. Is this thing just a shit show? It's a lot going on, bro. Yeah. It's really, really a lot going on.
I want to know what that letter was that they got at George Bush Sr.'s funeral.
No, that wasn't his funeral. That was it wasn't his funeral.
Yeah.
What when letter they all opened that letter and they all was like, only one who was cool about it was Hillary.
Oh, come on, because she's been here before.
She batted. Yeah. She was like, oh, this is nothing. I just want war. This is nothing. Everybody else was like, you see this shit?
Yeah.
Looking around like, oh shit. Like, did they all get served with subpoenas?
Yeah.
Because something was done. It's clear.
Yeah.
That something was done there.
I want to see what that's about.
Yeah. What was that all about? True story. The Truman Show, yes. Funky Fresh Enterprise. This is definitely Truman Show.
Let's take some questions, guys.
Yeah, let's get some questions, man. What y'all want to talk about?
Who is Whitney Webb? I don't know who that is.
Never heard of him.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's take some questions. And while we wait for the questions, is this true that China and Brazil reached a deal on a new currency?
That's what I'm hearing. They got a new currency between China and Brazil. And, they are making their moves, you know what I mean? To, get that thing popping.
Somebody said, y'all heard about the 2-year-old who was sentenced to life in North Korea. I think I did hear about that.
A 2-year-old?
Yeah, it was for something crazy. But North Korea, like, I don't really believe all the information that comes out of there because of how it's a dictatorship out there. I'm not sure about the information, how accurate that is coming out of there. But what's going on with the book club? Definitely we're going to meet. We're definitely going to meet. We spoke about it. We spoke about it today and yesterday, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
Tuesday show because there was no show yesterday, holidays. Boom. Somebody said,
what are the black origins of mermaids? Well, if we're talking the Nomo, which became the Dogon people, that's all I know about in terms of mermaids or fish people is when the Dogon said that when they hit this planet, they came through the water and then they came out of the water and became what we know as the Dogon people, which was the Nomo or the fish people. So that whole legend for me, that's the only line that I have in regards to mermaids or you know, and the sea itself is so vast of uncharted, undiscovered, you know, because 3/4 of water is this planet, and how deep it goes in realms that we can never go down. So it would not be uncommon for life forms, you know what I mean, to live down in the deepest depths of your subconscious, you know what I'm saying, and water not being from this planet, among other things, like the whales are the oldest mammals on this planet, 500 million years old. We're older than that, but they hold the greatest memory about what this planet. Star Trek did a whole episode when they was after Spock, or the search for Spock, but they had to find the whales because about the whales' tones and things of that nature, which, you know, this planet is a vibrational frequency. We'll get into that, you know, but all I know is Nomo to Dogon history in reference to fish people. And as you know, when we tell these stories for years and years and years, there's always a fantastic piece added to the story to make it where you can make the story fantastic. Gotcha. So you add other principles and this and that, and you know. Do you guys think it's possible for us to create a new culture based around business? What kind of business are we talking about? Because the business of commerce, is that like the future, or is the future an environment where we all contribute to society and all of our general needs are met? Yeah. You know what I mean? So what are we talking? You talking commercialism? Yeah. And consumerism, which has turned us into slaves? Never in my life have I needed so much shit. I sent y'all my Father's Day list. Yeah, already. You got that? Yeah, we got it. We've ignored it as a collective. You usually do. We've ignored it. Yes. All right, I'll send another reminder.
Somebody said, "What's up with the Greek letters?" Just a shirt. Just a shirt.
Yeah, dude, it's just a beautiful shirt.
Yeah, these. If you know the Greek letters, if you're
talking Greek letters, then you're talking
African
Kemetic letters.
Yeah, so, but guys, even if you're talking Greek letters, these letters, there's no V in a Greek letter, like. You know what I'm saying? It just goes with the shirt.
Yeah, it's just tough. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even this is a regular G. You
know what I mean? Yeah. And so, yeah.
Yeah. Y'all spoken to whales attacking boats recently. No, I saw a video of some guy, he was on a boat, he was on like a speedboat, and there was like the orca whales, like the killer whales. And they were next to him, and people was, it's beautiful. I'd have been terrified.
Dude, no.
They kill sharks. Some things kill sharks.
Yeah,
they just jump sharks.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of sharks that just got killed recently. And I think Australia, it was like 20 sharks that got killed because, and 2 killer whales were doing it. Like,
yeah,
they just kill sharks. They just jump people. They jump whales. Like, them things are crazy.
Yeah. What about Shannon Sharp? Yeah, his house was broken into.
Yes.
And over $1 million worth of stuff was stolen. And he's offering a $50,000 reward. Okay.
I'm going to get more from fencing this stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to get more from fencing this stuff.
Like, what's up?
Yeah, so that's not going to be a good look. It's probably, trophies.
Yeah.
And that's usually an inside job. Okay? The people who build the alarm built the backdoor pause to the alarm, and they know your schedule, and you know what I mean. Dotson Fresh and Nerd Talk, a show with a perfect ending. Low keep gem Spartacus.
I never see Spartacus. Was that a good show? Oh, okay. What was a show? Because me and Eli were asking, like, what was a show that had a great series finale? Like, it ended great.
For nerds,
any show,
sci-fi,
movies. Show.
Damn, I gotta really think about
exactly. It's tough.
It's tough.
It's tough. Like, it's hard to wrap up a show.
Yes. It really is.
Like, that makes everybody like happy.
Everybody happy.
Yeah. It's tough.
It's usually they mess it up. To Black Dot, how much money you lose to Eli? Your theory of Boston was a little off. Now, Eli didn't take the bet First of all, I beat him. You know,
Game of Thrones ended horribly. Sorry.
Yeah.
Horribly.
Yeah. I beat him in the Golden State LA joint, so I got my $100 from him from that. And then when Miami went up 3-0, he said, all right, I'll take Miami against Denver. I said, bet. But I said, if Miami don't make it, you still got to pay me. I was using some fine print.
Yeah.
And I felt bad because he had cerebral palsy.
Yeah, and you tried to confuse him.
And I tried to confuse him. He was sitting there. When Eli looks up, you know, his super cerebral palsy powers is kicking in. He going, no, Dad, that ain't making sense. He called his mother in and shit. And, you know, they start tag teaming. Yeah. And me, I be using my Black Dot shit. Nah, because, you know, technically speaking. But he has decided, he said he'll make his decision Wednesday night.
Okay.
If he wants to run that back. Run that 100 back, you know, and see how that works.
Somebody said Wu-Tang series, but that was like based off of a true story. We're talking about, like, Breaking Bad, that was a great one. Sons of Anarchy, I'm not sure if I really liked that one. The Wire ended pretty well. There were still some things I was not happy about, but
that's subjective.
That's subjective. The Sopranos, the jury's still out on that, how that ended, and if it ended, and how did he die or did he go to jail? We don't know. You know,
somebody wants me to do
Ozark. Okay, not mad at that one.
Urban exclusive on masonry. I can't really cover much about it except what you probably already know. Is it true that the powers at B have to tell you what they have to do? Yes, this is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, so
because it's a universe, you have to be in agreement with what takes place on this planet. Now, how you have to agree does not say how you have to agree. This is what we call a free will planet. But again, when you start speaking about free will from a universal standpoint, when the universe takes things literally, the universe is literal. So when you say, one day I'm going to be rich, you never get rich because you have not claimed that as a definitive thing. You left the door open per se and this and that. So when we speak about from the Galactic Federation standpoint of view, that if you come to this planet, you cannot impose on people's free will. But the fine print on that is if I suggest things and you fall for the suggestion, or if you don't stop it, you are saying you with it. So if we write in a book, or the tablets, or them stones, them guide stones, and then the guide stones tell you everything that they are going to do, and you do nothing about it, then you have collectively accepted that this is how you want to be treated on this planet. So it's a real fine print with that because the movies are telling you everything.
Yeah.
Literally, but because you are associated with a movie and you think it's all entertainment.
Which is brilliant.
Yeah,
like I'm telling you.
Right, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I created Hollywood so that I can tell these things to you, what we're going to do, how we're going to do them, and when we're going to do them. Because I clearly heard Fauci say in 2017, there is going to be a surprise outbreak in this country. And there was a surprise out. He literally told you that's what it's going to be. And how many times have you heard George Bush Sr. or somebody speak about the New World Order, and we will, when we reach the New World Order, and we will. So they're telling you every single day in a way, and we just bypass it because we become very desensitized to so much stuff that doesn't even matter anymore to us. But they gave it and they laid it out, and we did nothing about it.
All right.
You know?
So with that being said, guys, we have to go to an after show.
We have to go to an after show for the people who pay for this.
For the people who pay, for the members, for the members. We will see you guys in a little bit. You guys will get emails and alerts in the actual community section. And we will see you guys in a little bit. For everybody else, we will see you on Thursday. Thank you for supporting us.
Thank you for your continued support.
Thank you for your continued support. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend before you get up out of here. And if you're listening right now, don't forget to leave us a rating and review. We would appreciate it. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.